No touching. It's a right.
It's a right.
It's right.
Right, huh?
Oh, they have the chromium.
Okay, how many do you think it's
No,
on?
it's a left because the spine goes to the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just as clearly, 100%
That is the left.
the left.
Left.
Okay? Alright. So, let's go. I'm going to show you how. You know. Okay, this is a glenoid cavity. It always points laterally. Okay, so it always points laterally. This is the spine. Right here. It always points posteriorly. So I kind of always know it's going to go that way. Okay? What's this?
The chromium.
The chromium process, what's this? Coronoid process. Hey, that's all you need to know about that bone. See, that was pretty simple. Alright, let's go down the arm. Okay, what bone is this? Huh?
Humerus?
The humerus.
Okay, I heard tibia and humerus.
Humerus.
Tibia humerus.
Yes. I
Tibia
told.
humerus. Is it left or right?
Just a second.
I think it's the left.
Okay, and one right and a couple lefts. It's
Left.
clearly left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It fits right there. Okay. Point features. This is the head. Holding the head. Heads always point. Any head points medially. Okay, medially. All right. And this thing here is called the what?
Olecranon.
The olecranon fossa. It's always in the rear. Pretty simple, right? So you know that's in the rear, and that's always medially. You can always tell which way it is. I know it's kind of hard when it's sitting on the table. Okay, so make sure to turn your head and do whatever you need to do, okay? All right, do contortions, okay? Just don't touch it, because he'll flip out and yell at you. All right. Well, if that's a head, what's this lump right here?
Trochanter.
Huh?
I think it's the trochanter. Greater trochanter.
This is a tubercle.
Tubercle.
It should be the lesser. Because this over here is the greater tubercle. Okay? Greater tubercle, lesser tubercle. Okay, you need to know what this little lump is. No, this is a medial. This is on the same side as the head. Epicondyle. And on the opposite side, lateral epicondyle. Yeah. Okay. There's something called the trochlea. That's this thing right here. Okay. There's another thing called the trochlea too, though, and you need to know that. That's located in the what? It's in the structures of the eye.
Oh, the eye.
It's one of the. It's part of the things that related to the muscles of the eye. So make sure you know that difference. So you could ask either one. All right, so that's the humerus. You know, head. Yeah, 2 tubercles, 2 epicondyles, the fossa.
Okay.
All right. What bone is this?
Ulna.
The ulna.
This is the ulna, because it has like a little, U-shaped thing on the end. What is this little point on the that I'm holding it by? Say it out nice and loud. The olecranon what?
Process.
Process, because the
Connected.
fossa is on this one, and they bite each other. Okay. What? It has a little point on the end. What's that called? Styloid process. That's the only 2 things you need to know about this bone, but you need to know which one's proximal and which one's distal.
That's not the beginning.
The U is always proximal.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't need to know the other notches.
Nope. Nope. He doesn't make you know the notches. The other professors do, but Dr. Swain does not. Okay, if you care though, this thing's a radial notch, but he won't ask it. Okay, or he's never asked it before, and it's not on your sheet. Okay, so it's not on your sheet. You're usually safe, unless I tell you otherwise. Okay. This bone. What bone is this in my hand?
Radius.
Radius. Someone needs to do some studying over there. Okay, so this is the radius. This end is the what that I'm holding?
Head of the radius?
It's the head of the radius. Okay, and then there's a little lump on the end of it called the...
I forget the name.
Styloid process.
It's a styloid process, okay? Just like the ulna had one, the radius has one. Okay, there is one other thing I need to tell you about this bone. Those are the only two things he has on the list besides proximal and distal. And the head's always proximal here. Yeah. He's been known to ask the radial tuberosity, which is actually not on your list. Okay, but it's this lump right here. That lump right there is the radial tuberosity. Okay, he's been known to ask it. Okay, because he thinks you should know. Oh, he puts a label on this and asks you, what is this? And he has a bunch of choices, and you said, I've never seen this before, and you start panicking. But he wants you to critically think, because if you know a tuberosity is a tubes coming off of a bone, you should be able to figure out that it's the radial tuberosity. But I'm telling you, that's it. It's radial tuberosity. You don't have to critically think. You just have to know it. So there it is, radial tuberosity. All right. Let's do this bone. That's a clavicle, right? Okay. You need to know what end is this? I'm holding right here.
The opposite, isn't it?
That's a sternal end. This is the acromion end. Okay. Is this a left or a right?
Can you turn it a little bit?
You guys can come up closer and look at it, because I know that you can't tell from a far distance.
To left.
I don't
I
think
heard
so.
left and I heard right.
No, just a minute.
That's the right. It's your right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of the others
it's
who
left.
say left.
I think it's left.
Okay. Pat yourself on the back, as no one else will, because you're wrong. Okay.
Oh.
It is right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. This is right. All right. And the way you can tell, okay, there's a little lump right here. You guys see the little lump? That lump is always pointing downward. Down. And okay. Wait, what's that? On the other one?
Is it left?
I think it's left.
You guys are right.
Left.
Yeah, those of you said left are correct. Oh my God, I am so sorry. Okay, I'll pat you all on the back now. All right, so this is left because this bow is always pointing forward.
Okay.
Okay, again, I'm being all dyslexic on you guys. All right, but lump down, the little bow forward, so it's left. All right. I guess it's time to go to the lower. What bone is this?
The pelvic.
The iliac.
Iliac chest.
Iliac.
Not the
The
pelvic.
ilium.
Lily.
Well, it's those of you said it was
The coccyx.
it's the coccyx, but that's not the name of the bone, because there are 3 bones in my hand. Okay, it's kind of a trick question. Okay, what bone am I holding?
The iliac crest.
Ilium crest.
Well, I'm holding the ilium,
The ilium.
but this is the iliac crest at the top.
yeah.
Okay, what bone am I now holding?
The perineum.
The ischium.
The issue.
And this bone here is the
I
Cox.
No.
Oh, the.
perineum.
it's a pubis bone.
Oh, the
Pubis,
pubis
yeah.
bone. You were close.
Huh? The sacrum? I can go. You took that on the last exam.
The sacrum's up.
That's that. Okay. Those are the fused vertebrae at the back.
Yeah.
Back, and but it does sit in between these things.
Yeah.
You can see it over there. It's sitting in between the 2 coccyxes. All right. There are things you need to know about this. Okay. All right. So this is You need to tell if it's at left or right. Also, okay. Tell if it's left or right. Know that the pubis always points forward. Okay, and this big cavity always points outward or laterally. So this is a left. So I heard someone say it. All right. So, what is this big cavity called? Huh?
Obi something.
Acetabulum.
It's the acetabulum.
Acetabulum.
The acetabulum. All right. Iliac crest. You need to know that you have a anterior superior spine, a anterior inferior spine, posterior, posterior spine, superior spine, the inferior, the posterior inferior spine. You need to know those. He might ask those. But the big things he does, I know he'll ask, is this notch, the greater sciatic notch, and the lesser sciatic notch. Those are always on there. And this big hole that my fingers are through. The what? Obturator foramen. Alright. And there's this rough spot on the bottom of the ischium. What is it called? It's the ischium tuberosity. That's what you sit on. Alright. Another question they asked, okay, if these two things are coming together, like so, okay, he sometimes asks what is the thing that's in between the two bones in the front. The pubic symphysis is the piece of cartilage. And what is that made out of? Fiber cartilage. Okay. Yes, that now. What bone?
Femur.
Left or right?
Just a second.
Left.
Left. Okay.
Because the head is medial.
Head is medial. And what I call the butt is always in the back. No one has butts in the front. I hope not. Alright, so this is the head. There's a little indent in the head. What is it called?
Favia something.
Say it out loud. You were right.
Fovea capitis.
The fovea capitis. Okay? This is where the blood vessels go into the bone. Okay, the femur is the only one that has this opening where, to feed it. So when you break your hip and you break this off, that's why they usually have to do hip replacements, because you've broken off all the blood supply to the bone, and the bones, all this bone area starts dying, and that's why they do that. It's loads of fun, I think. Luckily that's one thing I haven't broken is my hip. All right, so this is the head. Then this would be the
neck.
What is this lump here?
Greater trochanter.
And this lump here?
The lessers.
And what is this big old
Linea aspera.
linea aspirata? And what are these two things here? Medial and lateral condyles. So that's the medial, that's lateral. Okay. Pretty good, right? You guys are awesome. What bone is this one?
Tibia.
Yeah, it's a tibia.
Yeah.
Is it left or right?
Ay, ay, ay.
I hear that it's a right. You guys agree?
This is
Yeah, I think
inside.
it's the left.
Yeah, well, I actually think it's a right.
I think it's the left.
It is a right because this is the front, right? You guys agree with me?
Oh, okay.
All right. And it has this is a
right.
tibia tuberosity, but the other defining feature of a tibia is this lump right down here.
And
in the
it's
bottom.
medial, so yeah, it
It's
is
called
right.
the medial malleolus, and it's always the medial side. Like most of the other times, you're looking for things that are on the lateral side, but for this, it's on the medial. Okay, so big bones on the medial.
No. 160.
Wait, can you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry.
Tibia's
Huh?
maybe.
Can you just go through it one more time?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, this is the tibia tuberosity. Okay, medial malleolus.
Thank you.
Okay, and that's the only 2 points that you need to know on the tibia. Okay, you know left and right for it. What is this bone?
Fibula.
Huh?
Fibula.
No, the ulna has fibula.
This is a fibula.
Fibia.
Fibula.
Fibula.
Okay. I always call it the fibia. Is
Fibia.
because tibia, fibia.
Yeah.
But Dr. Swain used to yell at me about it. It's a fibula. And I'm like, okay. So, anyways, so what is this end?
The proximal.
That is the proximal end, and what is this thing called? It's
The head.
the head. So then this end is the, and what is this thing called?
The condyle.
Lateral malleus.
It's a lateral malleolus. If you have a medial malleolus, you have to have a lateral. So it's on the bone that pairs up with it, okay? And it kind of sits there and makes it the two little points for articulation. All right. What bone is this? Good. He'll never ask you a question. But he will ask you questions about this.
Aye.
Okay. What bone am I holding?
The metacarpal.
Huh?
I mean,
No, that's not the cuboid. This is the talus.
Oh, talus.
This is the bone that the tibia and fibula, they articulate with this bone, okay? He actually wants you to know all the tarsals, okay? So be aware of that. What is this bone?
the carpal.
Calcaneus.
Calcaneus.
Oh, is that the foot?
It's a foot. All right. That's scary.
Just crosses over.
All right. What is this? What is this bone right here that I'm holding? Can you guys?
He's the Navi.
Navicular.
That's cuboidal.
What is this cuboid?
Okay. And this bone right here,
Navicular.
Navi something.
navicular. Okay. And there are 3 bones here.
Lateral cuneiform. Intermediate cuneiform. Medial cuneiform.
Okay. So yeah, this one here is the medial. This one in the center is actually the lateral, and then the medial one is one in between the lateral and the
Intermediate.
is the intermediate. What are all those bones called together? The tarsals. And then you need to know what these 5 bones are called.
Metatarsals.
And what are all these little bones in the end?
Phalanges.
Know how many phalanges you have.
14. 14.
Okay, that's a good question, right? Make sure when you're reading the question, you find out, do you know how many phalanges in one foot? Is it how many
Okay.
phalanges are in your feet? Or how many phalanges are in the body?
Oh.
Because remember, this thing here, these are all phalanges down here too, right? So if he just says how many phalanges, you need to count both your feet and your hands, okay? So just be careful of that, all right? So we talked that these are also phalanges. What are these bones here?
Metatarsals.